Chapter 1. When love feels delayed and nothing is changing. Midnight. There are seasons when it feels like your love life is standing still. Nothing seems to move forward. 006. Connections don't deepen. Opportunities slip away. Certain doors close without explanation. 014. And quietly, you begin to wonder, is God holding something good back from you? 022. But what if this delay is not denial? What if it's protection? 029. What if God isn't keeping love from you, but preserving something you're not ready to step into yet? 033. Not every closed door means rejection. Some are boundaries set in love. 039. God's protection often doesn't look obvious in the moment. 044. He blocks paths that would cost you later. He slows down seasons that would overwhelm you. 052. And sometimes he allows things to fall apart so something sacred can remain untouched. 059. Before a marriage is ever built, it is often quietly protected. 108. Long before two lives come together, God is already working, intentionally, gently, and with purpose. Chapter 2. Way 1. God stops certain relationships early. 116. One way God protects your future marriage is by preventing certain relationships from ever taking root. 124. Some connections never fully begin. Others end before they get deep. 133. And while it may feel confusing or disappointing, it's often mercy in disguise. 140. From your side, it may look like missed chances or people who suddenly disappear. 147. You may question what went wrong, or if it was something you did. 155. But not every ending is failure. Some are divine interruptions. 204. God sees what you cannot. What would have slowly drained you or required you to lose yourself? 215. So instead of letting you invest deeply and struggle later, he steps in early. 224. Early distance is often easier than painful detachment later. 239. What feels like loss now may actually be protection from something that wouldn't have lasted. Chapter 3. Way 2. God keeps you single longer than expected. 316. Another way God protects your future marriage is by allowing a longer season of singleness. 324. This season can feel lonely, but it carries purpose. 332. It forces you to face parts of yourself that relationships often hide. 342. You learn independence, emotional strength, and how to sit with your own thoughts. 352. This kind of stability cannot be rushed or borrowed from someone else. 401. Because if loneliness isn't healed, it doesn't disappear in marriage. It follows you there. 414. Marriage was never meant to fix emptiness. 421. It's meant to bring two whole people together, not two people trying to complete each other. 430. So this waiting season is not punishment. It's preparation. Chapter 4. Way 3. God heals you before deep attachment. 517. Another hidden way God protects your future marriage is through healing before attachment. 524. Before love grows deep, God begins working on your inner wounds. 530. You may notice fears, emotional triggers, or reactions that don't fully make sense. 543. It may feel frustrating, but it's necessary. 550. Because marriage doesn't hide what's broken, it reveals it. 558. Unhealed pain doesn't disappear in love. It becomes patterns. 607. So instead of letting those patterns grow later, God brings them to the surface now. 615. He heals intentionally, so your future relationship is not built on hidden pain. 634. This process is quiet, but powerful. 648. Healing now protects both you and the person you'll one day love. Chapter 5. Way 4. God slows you down in vulnerable moments. 722. God also protects your future marriage by slowing you down when you're emotionally vulnerable. 733. When you feel tired, lonely, or pressured, your clarity weakens. 738. In those moments, even the wrong person can feel right. 748. So God creates pauses, 7:59. Things don't move forward. Conversations stall. Opportunities fade. 8:07. What feels like frustration is often protection. 8:20. Because decisions made in emotional weakness often lead to long-term consequences. 8:29. God slows you down, so you choose from peace, not pressure. 8:47. This teaches patience and self-awareness, qualities that protect a marriage later. Chapter 6. Way 5. God builds your discernment over time. 9:23. Another hidden way God protects your future marriage is by developing your discernment. 9:35. You may notice you no longer fall quickly or rush into connections. 9:41. You don't get carried away by attention or surface-level attraction. 9:50. To some, it may seem like you become too selective. 9:54. But in reality, you've grown. 10:01. You've learned to see beyond emotions and recognize deeper alignment. 10:18. Discernment develops through experience, waiting, and reflection. 10:34. And as it grows, fewer people gain access to your heart. 10:39. That's not loss, it's protection. 10:55. You're being trained to recognize what is truly right for you. Chapter 7. What feels like delay is actually protection. 11:31. If your journey feels slow or uncertain, it's easy to think something is missing. 11:40. But what if nothing is missing? What if you're being protected? 11:47. God guards what matters, often in ways you don't immediately understand. 11:55. Closed doors, delays, and inner work are not signs of absence. 12:02. They are signs of care. 12:15. God redirects not to frustrate you, but to preserve something lasting. 12:24. So don't rush your timeline or compare your journey to others. 12:31. Your future is being handled with intention. 12:38. You are not being denied love. You are being prepared for it. 12:44. And when the time is right, what has been protected will be strong, steady, and built to last.